Okay folks, here we go for this week's price action trading levels. This is for the 7th of July to the 11th of July. Starting off here with USDJPY, this was the signal we gave out last week. Bullish candlestick off this supporting level here is a trade. Now we also had news which moved this candlestick here, and the news was that the Dow and the SPX had risen to record levels. That's what caused this bullish candle. So we came in here on the close, or just above the close of this candle, and this was news as well here, which was the ADP non-farms report, and this one here was the non-farm payroll report. Decided to stay in this trade because of the previous news about the Dow and the SPX. So that's what kept us in this trade. As you can see, we are still in the trade over the weekend, and stop losses here. It's above our entry, so that's basically a free trade now. Looking for a TP of 102.655. When it gets up here, then obviously you can see, if we just zoom out a little bit, you can see how range bound this pair's been, which I said in last week's video. You've got to be looking for candlestick price action to go short here at 102.73. If we do break this level here, then look for a candlestick to take you long out of this zone here, but wait for it to break it and then retest before going long. Let it confirm it to you that it is actually breaking this long-term level. So on EURUSD here, you can see it's bounced down off this level here, 136.93, which I said in last week's video would be, or could be, a resistance area. You can see here its previous support, and it's turned into a resistance area. But however, the euro has been very odd for the last couple of days or couple of weeks actually. So I haven't touched that one. Going short or going long, everybody's got their own opinions on this. My opinion is to stay on the sidelines, and until we get down possibly to here 134.812, which will be, let's just zoom out a little bit, it'll be a reasonably fresh support zone. Had good support here, so it may well find decent support here to go long down at 134.812. So for EURUSD, I would look for going long at 134.812 if we get down here. If we get back up to this zone here, then this could be starting to go to the long side. So I would have a look at going long if we break the 137 level with conviction. You also have a zone in here. If we put a line across there, we just change that colour. You also have a zone here, you see, previous support here, and it could well be finding support at this level here, which is 135.89. So look possibly for a bullish candlestick here to carry on with this previous uptrend. GBPUSD, you can see this has gone on a real march here, now up to 171.55. It's taken out the 170 level with good conviction, so could be a long trend here, which we've been in for quite a while. So if you're going to go long on this pair, you should wait until we get a drop back to, let me just mark this properly, to this level here, 170.46, just in here. See if we get a bullish bounce off that line there to carry on with the long. If we look at the monthly, you can see that at the moment we're above, or well above, the high from 2009. So is this going to carry on going? Obviously we don't know that, but if we look at what's going on with the actual price, you can see it's come up here to 171.55. and had a couple of days where it's done not a lot of that level. So I would expect there to be buyers around the 170.46 zone for this pair. If we come back underneath 170.46, then look to go short on a decent break of that level, back down to the 169.72 level. GBPJPY here, similar to GBPUSD is also broken out of its range. Just here, look, you can see its previous highs were here where it was finding good resistance. Just here, it's broken out of here. So for this pair, I would be looking probably for going long. I would be looking at a long position, probably around 173.72. If this pulls back, let's just take a look at it on the longer range. Again, this one is all-time highs now, so it's on the monthly, it's up here at its high. So we could see a pullback on this, but I would still go with the long side. So for GBPJPY, long from 173.72. If we come back down to 172.71, that's another long position there out of this previous resistance here. It should find more support here, because when it comes back down to here, this will be pretty much only the second time it's been tested. So somewhere in here, the 172.71 to 173.36 could provide a good supporting area to get long positions back up. NZDUSD, as I said last week, has reacted down from this all-time high level of 87.78, but not with that much conviction. It's only actually moved down about 50 pips. So it's not that convicted about going all the way back down very fast. So although there's a few sellers in here, it's not really moving back down with much conviction. So for this, I would have a look and see what happens. If it bounces back up to this level here, wait until you get a decent bearish candlestick to tell you that it's going to come down. A decent shooting star or bearish engulfing or something like that. If we break this area, then you've got to wait for a break, then a pullback to go long out of this area. Don't go long out of this area just because it breaks it. It could be a false breakout. You just won't know that until it actually shows you that this particular zone here has turned into some sort of support zone. If we push back down quickly down to this level here, which is 86.64, then obviously look for a long position out of there, similar to this candlestick here, to get long coming back up. The ideal candlestick here will probably be a small bullish engulfing or a bullish hammer. So you're either looking at shorts out of here, down here on another retest, or a long from here at 86.64 to come all the way back up here. EURJPY here just is not showing, for me, any decent price action signs for trading this. However, we do have our levels. We've got this level here, 139.31. If we see a break over that with conviction and a nice bullish candlestick, then I'll look to go long out of that area. And also up here you can see this previous supporting level just here, which could well turn into resistance there at 140.50, but it's still sat in here, really sort of giving wishy-washy price action. You can see that by all these wicks and dojis. It's just not looking good for me anyway. So for this one, go long if we convincingly break 139.31, short at 140.50, or obviously right back down here at 136.59. You can see this previous support level, which could act again for us and work here if we see a decent bullish candlestick to come back all the way up to here to 139.31. AUDUSD here, you can see this massive daily candle just here, look, of 91. It's not that massive, but it's 91 pips. It's quite a big candle in relation to what's come before it. And it's broken down here. It didn't give you a chance to get in short of this level, which we were looking at last week, because it just didn't come back up and confirm itself. It just dropped like a stone. So we're back down here at this possible support level here at 93.30 or 0.9330. To get long out of here, obviously a bullish engulfing candlestick is going to engulf this previous candlestick here. It's not what we're really looking for in terms of going long on this. However, what you could look at is coming short. If you look at this trend line just here, you can see where it's crossing this level here at 94.31. If we get back up here, we could look for going short down off here with a decent price action candle, this big candle could signal the way that we're looking for short positions, but we need to see it come back up here first to pull down short of this level. For going long, the best long position I can see at the moment is 92.29, just down here at this line here. You can see here, look, previous support all the way along here. So if we come down here and we see a decent bullish candlestick, then go long from there with your first target at 93.30. On a break of this level, as always, look for it to break the level, pull back, contest it, and then you go long on the candle that actually originally broke it, coming down here to 90.51. AUDJPY is still stuck in its range here. Let me just zoom out a little bit, take it back a bit to see where we're sat. It's still sat in this range. I do see, if we break this range here, let's do it up there. If we break if you look back here, it's kind of got all this white space here above it. So I'm thinking that if this breaks up out of here with conviction and shows us some decent price action out of this 96 level, then it's got a long way to go before it finds any kind of resistance. So for AUDJPY, I would look at going long out of 96.10 with a break showing some conviction, some decent price action candles. Don't worry about it now at this level. If we break under here, then look to go short from 95.27 back to 93.61 where there is support. Just watch this one here. It's been sideways for quite a while. Keep an eye on it. If we, as I said, if it breaks this level with conviction, I'm seeing a lot of upside distance this one can make. And similarly, if it breaks under here, it's got a nice old 163, 170 pips distance down here to the next supporting zone. Over at USDCAD, you can see this previous resistance here, which was broken, and it's come all the way back down here and did not find any support just here. Zoom in on that. Didn't find any support here, just broke through it. So I'm kind of expecting, if you look at it here, that if we come back up here to 1.070, then we can find, if we find similar support like this, like these candlesticks here, some bearish candlesticks, then we can keep going down with the price action out of this area here to go short. So for USDCAD, you're looking at short at 1.0707 or short at 1.0830. To go long, you could go long at 1.0707 if you get a break over here and then a retest, and this area here shows that it's actually supporting the price, but at the moment it hasn't. It's just broken straight through it. So you've got to be looking in the short term for the short side on USDCAD. Let's have a quick look down lower. Down lower, you've got quite a bit going on at this level here. Let me just mark that in. It's around about, you can take this point here and this point here. That's around about 1.0584. So you could look to go long out of that level there. That could offer some support just there. But as you can see, looking at the candles, this is what I mean when you look at price action, or one of the things I mean when I say look at price action. You can see this red candle. Now the thing that made that red candle was sellers. Then you got some buyers. Then you got some sellers, and then you've had some more buyers. So really, this little zone here, the buyers and the sellers are pretty much in tune with each other. So you need to wait until some of these levels are found before jumping in. Don't try and guess it at this point here, because it could go anywhere. On EURAUD, you can see this trend line here, which you've had here for a while, and it's bounced out of it. It's respected it to a certain degree, but it's hardly sort of bounced with any conviction, and it's finding resistance here into this level here at 145.37. Let's just zoom back out on that. For me, the trade on this, you can see previous resistance here, broke here, and broke back here, and also look, it's found, when it's come back up, it's found the resistance here. For me, the trade here will be going long on this pair on a decent break of this level, or a pullback down here to this level, back down to this trend line. You can see we didn't get proper price action candles the last time it hit this trend line. So if we pull back down to this trend line and we see a proper price action candle, then take it long from there. Or if we break over this level then, and the price action is showing us that it is actually holding above 145.37, then take a long out of there up to 150.25. At AUDNZD, haven't really seen anything convincing here, apart from obviously this big Aussie down candle, which was evident on the AUDUSD as well, which has pulled back up a little bit, probably with people getting out of trades. There may have been a little bit of buying pressure here, but I doubt it. It's probably people dumping their trades, taking profit that's caused this. If you look at the price action here, you can see that there was this bullish hammer here, but it's not really a decent bullish hammer, as in the wick isn't through this level, which is as we wanted it to be. And here you can see that the actual where the price has stopped was even higher. So this isn't convincing at the moment. However, the levels that I'm looking for will be for this pair 105.45. We drop back down to here, or if we break back over this 1.0718 level, then you could look to go long out of that level, coming back up to 108.91. But this one looks a little bit messy right now. It's not got, if you start taking trades in here, then you're trading it within this range here, between these levels of this level here, and this level here, or this level here. So I really want these levels here, this one here and this one here, before doing any trades on this. Although if you saw a nice price action candle down here, similar to these here, look, this is a nice bullish hammer, so is this, with the wick through the level. If you saw something back down here, if it pushed down a little bit, then you could get long out of this level here at 1.0652. Coming up in the news this week, there isn't that much red news, but the red news that is there is quite important. Monday, Tuesday, not a lot, but on Wednesday we have the FOMC meeting minutes. Now, that's going to be interesting with the recent good news out of the US as to what they're doing to QE. So that's a definite one to keep an eye on Wednesday. On Thursday morning we have the unemployment rate and employment change from Aussie dollar, and on Thursday GBP official bank rate, followed by the MPC rate statement. So a couple of important days there, Wednesday and Thursday. And then on Friday you've just got some CAD employment news, so that could shift the CAD pairs around quite a bit. So even though there's not that much, what is there could move the charts quite significantly. So that's it for this week, folks, for your trading week 7th to the 11th of July. If you like what we're doing here with these videos, then please subscribe, click the like button, or send us a comment. And if you have any questions, you can do that through the comment button as well. So we'll see you next week, and thanks for watching.